Okay, awesome. Wait, let's see. It's a little bit funny. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to Sunday Donation Yoga. Today is 10/11, and I'm super excited today to have our yoga today benefiting Youth Design Philly. My name is Leanne Barber, and every Sunday we have Sunday Donation Yoga, and we select a new and different organization, individual, charity, just anyone who can use donations during this time. And I'm super happy to be able to bring this to you every week with a different change in the cause. Today we have Youth Design Philly. They're local to Philadelphia, and they help students design their spaces. And today we have Kim with us to tell you more about youth design and all the wonderful work that they are doing. Thanks so much for being here with us, Kim.
Thank you for having me, Leanne. Yeah, so I'm the founder of Youth Design Philly, and I'm an interior designer and yogi. And Youth Design Philly seeks to bring a better environment to students, especially during the time of coronavirus. Students seem to seek out a better space, a better homework environment. And so, like, studies have shown that having a better environment gives them a better opportunity to increase their grades, increase their education. So that's the mission of Youth Design Philly, as well as bringing mindfulness to their environment. So we do teach yoga to our students and mindfulness. So that's Youth Design Philly. Thank you, Leanne. I think you're on mute.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for being here, Kim. And of course, 100% of the donations that are raised for this class will go to Youth Design Philly. So we're very happy to be able to provide those funds and to help just support the efforts. So thank you so much, Kim, for all that you do and creating, especially during this time, students need, the space to be able to work and just have a very positive home setting so that they can continue to do all the things that they do from home. So thank you so much for all that you do. And we're going to get into our yoga practice today. Again, my name is Leanne Barber. This is my father, Michael, and he is here to join us today. He's visiting from our home down in Maryland. So he's visiting me this weekend. So he'll be doing our yoga practice with us. What's always most important to me is that you take really good care of yourself during your yoga practice. So if you need to stay hydrated, please make sure you do. If you need to kind of scale back from the movement, feel free to do that. Really just taking it at your own pace and modifying the movement however best fits your needs, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you come onto your mat and get nice and comfy and cozy, I'm just gonna make sure our video is pinned here. Awesome. Thank you so much for all of those that are joining. I'm super happy to be with you on this lovely Sunday morning. We're going to get right into our yoga practice. So coming on to your mat, and I always like to start with a little bit of time I call it me time, a little bit of time to just tune into yourself. So placing one hand on the heart, the other on the belly. Just taking a moment to settle into your space. Taking nice deep breaths in through the nose, maybe you sigh it out through the mouth. Nice and gentle. Really allowing yourself to settle in. Really allowing yourself to let go of anything that might have come before this time, let go of anything that might be following this time, and really tune into yourself in the present moment. So really allowing yourself to just be as you are. We're not setting any expectations. We're not creating any reservations or not holding on to anything. Just allowing ourselves to be as we are. And as you take the deep breaths in through the nose, really allowing yourself to sink more into the earth as you take your exhales. So seeing what else you can let go. Nice deep breaths and finding your own breath rhythm here. allowing the breath, if it's in the chest, to really come down into the diaphragm, lower belly area, and really finding that nice soft belly breathing. Nice, calm, slow, juicy start to our Sunday morning. And as you continue to find that breath rhythm, allow your root chakra, so your sits bones and kind of the bottom of your base here, to settle into the earth, being nice and solid and grounded into the earth. But then allow the upper body to be nice and fluid. So engaging the core and relaxing the shoulders. See if you can really let those shoulders be loose. And then energy going through the crown of the head. Good. So maybe bringing your hands down to your mat, placing the fingertips on the earth, knowing that the earth is here to support you and to hold you. So kind of imagining as though the earth has its hands out, holding you up today. And just allow yourself to release into that. Good. On the inhale, we'll put all of our weight into our left hand. Let the right arm come up to the sky. And just reaching through the side body here. Take a nice good morning stretch. Reaching through that right arm, side body reaches up. Maybe your gaze slightly comes up. Coming down, back up to a nice tall spine, and then going up to the opposite direction. So really feeling yourself lift up. You can keep the eyes closed here if it feels good for you. We're just taking a nice, good stretch here. Inhale to come up nice and tall. Good. And then maybe taking a few more of these on your own breath, side to side, whatever kind of feels good for you. So as we were rooting down through the earth, really imagining yourself maybe like a tree rooting, placing all of your root into the earth underneath you, but then allow the upper body to be nice and fluid. So kind of like the branches of a tree that float in the breeze, allowing that to be in your body, nice and gentle. Good. When you're ready, coming back up through the top, we'll bring our hands out to a T. So let the hands come out to a T and let the palms go to the front. And then relax the shoulders down the back. Really act as though you're kind of giving a hug or leaning in for a hug here. We're hugging each other virtually maybe. But really thinking about creating this nice big space for the heart to be open. So always keeping a nice open heart with whatever we do, whether that's new opportunities, whether that's new interactions, but really creating that nice open heart. Good. Allow yourself to breathe here. Good. We'll bring our hands in front of us. So bring the palms just in front of you, kind of like you're pushing a wall. We're really gonna break open here. So like you're opening up curtains or a gate, something like that, and then coming back around through the center. Inhale to really open up. Exhale to come back through the center. Take a few more of these. Maybe you close the eyes and really just imagine yourself as breaking through whatever barrier that is keeping you back. Maybe just pushing your way through forward into your next chapter in life. Maybe it's moving through this new fall season with ease. Maybe it's finding that smooth transition that's going to propel you forward in whatever you are doing, maybe in your family life, maybe in your work life, but really breaking down and opening up this space so that we can freely walk through and create our open heart as we lead our way into this space. Good. So maybe take a few more here, really connecting your breath with your movement always. Good. And then when you're ready, coming back into heart center. Take a moment here to set your intention for your practice today. Maybe it does have something to do with this fall season and the transition and moving on into new things. Or maybe it just has something to do with goals or anything that you are seeking to do. Just allowing it to be realistic and staying in the present moment. Take that intention for yourself. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Releasing. Good. We're going to start to make our way onto a tabletop position. So take your time here. As we continue to move through that idea of smooth transitions, see how you can make your transitions as smooth as you can on your mat today, and allowing that to kind of translate off of the mat as well, right? So coming on to tabletop position, nice and steady shoulders and wrists in line, hips and knees are in line. On the inhale, let your gaze and your heart shine forward, drop your belly down for cow. Exhale, round through the back. Look into the belly button for cat. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward, nice open heart. Exhale, round through the back. Take a few more of these on your very own pace, knowing that you can move a little bit however your body's feeling for you. Maybe moving through the hips or the shoulders a little bit more. Find what works. That's all we're here to do, is find what works for our bodies. Coming to a nice neutral spine. Finding that neutral spine, we'll send our right arm out for a handshake whenever you're ready. Maybe you straighten and flex into the back left leg. So opposite hand, opposite foot. Good. So while you're here, you can bring the toes off of the ground if you wish. Engage your core, really allow that nice long energy line. Good, breathing. From here, we're gonna take it a step further. So maybe bending into that left knee, sending the heel up to the sky. Maybe you bring that right arm out to cactus. Good, so palms still face the earth. Breathing. On the inhale, come back to a nice long line. Exhale to come back down to the center, nice solid ground underneath you. Beautiful. Shifting onto the left side, reach your left arm out for a handshake. Straighten and flex into the right leg. Maybe this is where you want to go, or maybe you bring that foot off of the ground. Remember to engage the core, but still continue to breathe. I say engage the core and people stop breathing, so don't do that. Good. On the inhale, we're gonna bend that right knee up and let that heel go up to the sky. Still engaging the core, breathing. Maybe the left arm comes out to cactus. Careful, yep. On the inhale, we're gonna reach our arm and our leg out. Nice long energy line. Exhale to come back down through the center. Take a few circular movements here, so it's kind of shifting the weight through the hands. Good. Maybe circling the opposite way. Nice. Good. Coming back through the center, we'll put all of our weight into our right hand this time. Open up through the left shoulder and the left hip. The bottom knee can stay on the ground if you wish, but you're coming into this side plank if you don't want to. Yeah, take whatever works for you. And then reach the left arm up to the sky. Really nice big open wingspan here. So see if you can really create that openness through the heart. Maybe the gaze looks up, breathing nice and deep. If you choose, you can bring that bottom knee off of the ground for a full plank, but just take what works for you. Exhale, coming back down through the center, both hands down onto solid ground. You can either bring both knees down or you can move through your plank, your choice. Now we're gonna put all of the weight into the left side. Open up through the right hip and right shoulder. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Good, see if you can really create that nice big wingspan. Looking good, everyone. Very nice. Find your breath. Find your focus. Very good. On the exhale, coming back down to solid ground, place the hands on the ground. You can either bring your knees down or you can let your self come back down to a plank. Good. Find your breath here. We're going to start to move our way back to downward facing dog. So gently starting to move your way to a downward facing dog. Very good. So if you're coming into downward facing dog, take your time. No need to force or strain anything. You can walk out through the feet. You can push through the hands. That way you're taking the weight out of the wrists. And allow your head and neck to drape here. If being in downward dog is too much, you can absolutely come into child's pose and take a moment there. Breathing nice and deeply. We're going to take a look at the hands in front of us and start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. Coming into a gentle forward fold Feel free to bend your knees, allow yourself to drape and hang here. So shaking your head yes and no, and allowing your arms to be nice and heavy. Good, breathing here. Good. On the inhale, we're gonna start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. All right. Yep, I don't know what happened. We disconnected. Sorry, folks. We're back. I know there's a storm coming, so maybe that has something to do with it. All right, forward fold. Thanks so much for bearing with me here. Must be something in the air. We're gonna start to roll up. So if you roll up all the way, let the arms come up at the top, reaching all the way up. Exhale to dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Sway it out. We're gonna take that one more time on your own pace, on your own breath, rising up, reaching up, looking up, let the arms rise up at the top. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. We're gonna place our hands down onto the ground, step the right foot back behind you. Good. So right foot is back behind you, left knee is over the ankle. Really finding that support. Ground down, and when you're ready, rise the heart up to the sky, coming into your first crescent lunge of the day. So left knee is over the ankle. We're relaxed through the shoulders. We're relaxed through the face. Yes, beautiful. Find your breath here. On the inhale, we're gonna rise through that front knee, so push the earth away from you, straighten the knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise. Exhale to bend. Beautiful. Inhale as you rise. Exhale to bend. We're gonna keep that front knee bent, and arms are gonna come out to cactus this time. So taking a few side bends here, just engaging the core, finding your center. If you wobble, that's okay. That's what this life is all about, kind of finding the balance and readjusting to get back on track. Good. On the inhale, let the arms rise up to the top. Maybe the gaze comes up. Exhale, we'll place our hands back down onto the ground. Option to move through your vinyasa here. So you can step the feet back together at the back of your mat, lower the knees if you wish, and then come all the way down on the exhale. Inhale to maybe rise up to a baby cobra or cobra, your choice. And then exhale to start to make your way back to downward dog. So you really gotta make this your own. Find your own flow. There's no right or wrong about it. Really just finding what works for you. When you do find your way back to downward dog, take a nice big cleansing breath. Let it go. We're gonna take a look at the hands in front of us. Start to tiptoe our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. Coming back into your forward fold. Allow yourself to ground down here first. So shake it off, maybe shake the head and neck. And then start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bursting through that soil, going through the earth, letting the arms rise up at the top, kind of letting your petals spread at the top, if you will. Coming down to the earth and then halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Placing your hands back down onto your mat. We're gonna step our left foot back behind us this time. So opposite foot. Right knee is over the ankle in front of you. Really find that foundation. We're on the back ball of our foot first. So find the groundedness. And then when you're ready, rise your heart up to the sky for your crescent lunge. Good. So energy is out through that back heel, and then knees over the ankle in front. Engage your core, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Good. Releasing here. On the inhale, we're gonna rise up through that front knee. Exhale as you bend. Good. Inhale as you grow tall, tall, tall. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise. Exhale to bend. Good. From here, we're gonna take the arms out to a T. So before we were at cactus, this time we're at a T. We're gonna take our side bends. Just noticing if that subtle change in arms changes your balance. Adjust accordingly. Maybe you take a risk, kind of flying through a field, however you wanna imagine yourself. And then when you're ready, rise the arms up, reach up, look up. Exhale, we'll place the hands back down onto the earth. So making your way, take your vinyasa. Remember, you can always meet us in downward dog, or you can take it however you wish. Connect your breath with your movement. So exhale, coming down. Inhale whenever you're rising up. Exhale, finding your way back to downward dog, however you need to. Really making it your own. Walking through the feet if you need to. We're gonna send our right heel up the back this time, so right heel rises up. Step the foot in between the hands. Very nice. And from here, we're gonna ground down through that back heel. So we're gonna pivot or spin on the back ball of the foot so that we can bring that back heel down behind us, finding that in yourself. And then when you're nice and stable, rise your heart up to the sky for your warrior one. So warrior one, you want your hips to be as square as possible. So that just means if your hips had headlights on them, they'd be facing forward. So you can step that back foot out to the side just a little bit to achieve that. Just find where it works in your body. Knee is over the ankle. Engage the core, relax the shoulders, relax your face. Arms rise up. Beautiful. How are we feeling? Looking good, everyone. Everyone looks great. Yes. Breathing. Are we breathing? That's important. That's the most important part. On the inhale, we'll rise through that front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise. Creating this in your own body. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to bend. This time we keep that front knee bent. We're going to take a clasp at our lower back. It's option to clasp here, or you can grab opposite elbows, your choice. We want to open the heart nice and big on the inhale. Exhale to take a forward fold for your humble warrior. So you don't have to fold so much. Just find what works for you. You really want to create a nice long line, like there was a line from the crown of your head going all the way to your back heel. And then breathe. Yes, a nice open heart. Create the breath with it. Looking good. On the inhale, we're going to rise our arms up to the top. Good. On the inhale, push through that front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to bend. Beautiful work, everyone. Inhale as we rise. Exhale to bend. Good. This time we're going to open up to warrior two. So we're going to shift our hips to point to the side of our room. Front foot is facing forward. Back foot is facing to the side where your hips are facing. And then bend through that front knee. Let that knee come toward the pinky toe if you can to open up the hips a little bit more, engage the core. And then let your arms be an extension of your energy. So let them come out to your sides. Look out past your middle finger. Nice, strong warrior. Yes. No need to do that. All good. So really finding your breath here and finding your focus, finding your strength. You have so much strength within you. It's all there. On the inhale, we'll flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior. Good. So in your reverse warrior, you want to really lift up as best as you can toward the back of your room. You guys look wonderful. Breathing. Are you breathing? Yes, yes, yes. That's what I love to see. Good. So reaching toward the back of your room, breathing. On the inhale, we're going to come back to warrior two. Nice, strong warrior that you are. Tell yourself that every single time. We're going to flip that back palm, reach to the front or the sky, extended side angle. So this left arm can reach to the front of your room or the sky, your choice. And the right arm can either rest on the thigh, but you don't want to put too much weight on it. You really want to lift through the side body. Stay nice and lifted, breathe. Find your breath. Very nice. Are you breathing? On the inhale, rise back up. Nice, strong warrior that you are. Find that in your body. Breathe. We're going to flip both palms. On the inhale, we're going to rise to the front knee. Let the arms come above you. Exhale as you bend. Good. Inhale, rising the arms up, up, up. Exhale to bend through the front knee. Arms come back down. Inhale, really gathering that energy around you. Exhale to bend. Take this on your own pace if you need to. And then let your head and your gaze look up at the top. Good. Just that subtleness through the gaze really helps lift your energy. Good. One more because it feels so good. Rising up. Exhale to bend. Beautiful. We're going to flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of the room. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your mat. Take your time. Slowly, slowly, slowly moving through your vinyasa. No more, no less than what you want to do. Really finding that breath. Breath is the most important part here. And finding your way back to a downward dog. Take your time. Nice big cleansing breath at the back. Let it go. When you're ready, we're gonna send our left heel up the back, so left heel rises up to the sky. We're gonna step that foot in between the knee, in between the hands. Really make that transition your own, right? So find what works for you. We're gonna spin on the back ball of our right foot. So pivoting on that back ball of the foot, bringing that heel down. Very nice. And when you're ready, rise your heart up to the sky. I'm just gonna flip around so that you can see. I'm still on the, you can stay right here. Okay. So my left knee is over the ankle, my back heel is down, and my hips are square going toward the front of the room. So hips are going forward, adjust however you need to. You can always adjust that back leg and breathe. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Looking good. I'm just gonna face you for a moment. So really nice and relaxed through this upper body here. Can you create more lift and strength? Good. On the inhale, we're gonna rise through that front knee, rise through the front left knee, bend through that front knee. Good. Inhale as you rise, exhale to bend. Inhale to rise, exhale to bend. Good. We're gonna keep that front knee bent and then taking a clasp or grabbing the opposite elbows, your choice. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, open the heart and bend for your humble warrior. Yes, very nice. Breathing nice and deeply. Looking good, everyone. Good. Can you create more breath here, more lift in the heart? Push down through the earth, but stay nice and light at the top. Nice. On the inhale, we're going to rise up, reach the arms up above you. Inhale as we rise through that front knee, push the earth away from you. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise, hips are facing forward. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise, nice and big, nice and tall. Exhale to bend. Very good. This time we're going to open up to our side. So coming into warrior two, left foot is in the front. Back, right foot is facing to the side. And then you bend into that front knee, over the ankle, going a little bit toward the pinky toe. Engage your core, let the energy come from underneath you, so let the arms lift. And looking out past your middle finger. Good. Good. So find your breath. Nice deep breaths, nice strong warrior that you are. Good. Can you create that in your body? On the inhale, flip the front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior. So lift back. Good. We're still bending in that front knee, so keep yourself nice and grounded. Good, nice and lifted, reaching up and back. Beautiful, beautiful. Good. On the inhale, coming back up, nice and tall, into your warrior two. Nice and strong warrior. Find that breath. We'll flip that back palm, reach to the front of the sky, extended side angle. Can you create that open heart here? Maybe looking up to the sky. Fingertips either reaching to the front or the sky. And then staying lifted through the left side body so you're not collapsing onto the thigh. Breathe. Are you breathing? Nice deep breaths. On the inhale, we're going to come back up. Nice, strong warrior. Yes, you are. We'll flip both palms this time. So both palms flip to the sky. We'll rise through that front knee. Let the arms come above you. Exhale as you bend. Inhale, gathering that energy. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise. Maybe the gaze comes up. Good. See if just adding that simple gaze of rising the head up kind of uplifts your soul a little bit more. Maybe taking one or two more on your very own breath. Beautiful. And then coming back to warrior two, nice and strong. Flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of the room. Exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the earth. Option to move through your vinyasa. You can meet us in downward dog. You can meet us in child's pose, your choice. Just find what works for you. Breathing on every single step of the way. Good. So finding your way. Once you find your way to downward dog, take a nice big cleansing breath. We're going to bend our knees. And we're going to bring ourselves into child's pose just for a moment. So let the knees be nice and wide if that feels good for you. Let the big toes touch the back of your mat. I just flipped around, but you stay exactly where you are and continue to breathe. Find what works. In your child's pose, if having the arms in front of you is too much on the shoulders, bring the hands out wider maybe to a T, or you can bring the arms back by your hips as well. And breathe. So finding your child's pose wherever it is for you. Sending the third eye chakra, so that space in between your forehead, sending that down into the earth. And allowing yourself to reconnect with the earth, yeah? Can you take some of the earth's energy into your body so that you can continue your practice? Or maybe it's just adding some deep breaths here. So nice big inhales, exhale, sigh it out. Take a few more, whatever you need here. Allow yourself to rest. We're gonna slowly start to roll up out of this. So gently starting to bring your hands, walk your hands closer into your body so that we're on the tops of our knees. Good. We're gonna take a nice big inhale, let the shoulders roll forward and roll back. And once more, shoulders roll forward and back. Yes, very nice. We'll take our sweep transition. So whatever you need to do, we're gonna make our transition to a forward fold. So find the transition that works for you. Maybe it's coming through tabletop. Maybe it's pushing into downward dog. Maybe it's walking your feet forward. Really challenge you to find those transitions that are going to work best for your body. So coming into your forward fold, allow yourself to be loose and relaxed here. Feet are about shoulder width apart. You can bend your knees, shake your head yes and no. We're going to take our peace fingers, wrap them around the big toes for yogi toe lock. And then send your elbows out to the sides of your room. Let your head drape in the center, nice and relaxed here. Bend through the knees. Option to send your gaze and your heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, release. Good. We're gonna take our hands out of our feet and then heel toe our feet together so the big toes are touching slightly. And whenever you're ready, we're gonna start to lift our hearts nice and slow up to the sky, coming into chair pose. So in your chair pose, it's not about dropping it low at all. We're not here to do that. We're here to really find stability. So spread your toes nice and wide, pick them up and place them back down. And then bend through your knees, let your knees come slightly behind your toes. Engage your core, open your heart, spin your pinkies inward, breathe. Finding the chair pose that works for you, no more, no less. Every little bit is enough. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Sway it out, bend the knees, let it go. On the inhale, we're gonna take our chair pose again. So rising your heart up to your chair pose, maybe a little more stable this time. If not, see where you can make it more stable. Find your breath. We're gonna bring the hands to heart center. And then we're gently gonna take a twist over to our right side. So twisting over to the right, maybe you twist just a little bit at the top, or maybe you make it a deeper twist by bringing that left elbow toward the right knee and bending just a little. You can absolutely do that. Find what works for you. On the inhale, we're gonna come back up through the center. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go, sway it out. Woohoo! Who's feeling the heat? On the inhale, gently rising yourself back up to your chair pose. So remember, finding the chair pose that works for you does not need to be low. Just nice and stable, that's the most important part. Bring the hands to heart center, lengthen your spine forward, take your twist to the left side this time. It can just be just a little twist, upper body, or it can be a more involved twist by bringing that right elbow toward the left knee. Your choice. Either way you're breathing, right? Nice deep breath. Good. Find your breath. On the inhale, we're gonna unravel back to the front. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Beautiful, beautiful. On the inhale, we're gonna sit back into our very last chair pose. You can always rest or rise up to standing, your choice. We're gonna come back to heart center. And then we're gonna rock to the balls of our feet. So bringing your heels off of your mat slightly. Exhale, lower them down. Good, so my knees are still bent. I'm just rocking my weight onto the balls of my feet. If this is too much, feel free to take away from it, your choice. On the inhale, rising up. Maybe finding your balance here, nice and stable, nice good platform, spread the toes. Breathe. And on the exhale, we're gonna make our way all the way down to our mat. Yeah, you made it to the bottom. Very good. So from here, we're gonna take a half malasana. If you are inclined to take a full malasana or yogi squat, feel free to do that. Just wanna make sure your heels are down at the bottom. If you want, you can take the half malasana by bringing the right heel down. That might mean stepping your stance out a little bit wider to do that. And then maybe shifting left to right, your choice. Good, so find what works for you. Really depends on your hip opening. So if your hips are nice and open today and you want to sit in your yogi squat, you are more than welcome to do that. Maybe sitting up nice and tall through the spine, not hunching over. Or if rocking side to side is better for you, go ahead and take that. We're gonna be here for about 3 or 4 breaths. Nice deep breaths. Now, if getting your heels down means coming up higher, that is okay. It's more important to get the heels down than have them off the ground, okay? So find what works for you. We're gonna take one more breath here. And then we're gonna place our hands down. We're gonna come to a nice wide forward fold. So we're gonna step our feet nice and wide apart. However feels good for you, slightly turn your toes out to the diagonals. You can bend through the knees. And then allow your head and neck to drape in the center. Maybe kind of swaying side to side. Feeling nice and heavy here. And then placing all 4 corners of your feet into the earth. So making sure you're not leaning in your heels or your toes. All 4 corners of your feet are taking the same weight, equal standing weight. If you want to stay here, that's more than enough. Hang out here. Or maybe you start to walk your hands over to the right side. Hands come to the right ankle. Breathing nice and deeply. Yeah. Option to stay here or option to send your right arm up to the sky for a twist. So opening away from your body, away from the left side. Breathing, exhale, come back down through the center, gently walking the hands to the center. Woo-hoo. We're gently gonna walk our hands over to the left. Remember, you can bend your knees here. No need to force anything. Good, all 4 corners of those feet are into the earth. No leaning in the heels or the toes. Maybe you hang out here, maybe you send the left arm up to the sky. Your choice. Breathing. Yeah. Exhale, come back down through the center. We're gonna keep our hands down for a moment. And then slightly turn your toes out to the side a little bit more than they were turned out. Bend through the knees. We're gonna start to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, coming into goddess or horse. Good. So my knees are bent kind of in a squat with my toes slightly turned out. You really want to stack your spine here. So make sure you bring your pelvis underneath you and then engage your core so that you're nice and stacked, like a nice straight line through the spine. Open up your arms to cactus. Good. So find your stability here. Really engage your core nice and open through the heart. On the inhale, we're going to open up our heart to the sky. Maybe your gaze looks up. So we're not moving the pelvis, just moving the upper body. Exhale to round through the back. Hands come through the center. Chin comes toward the chest. Inhale to open up nice and big. Exhale to round through the back. Beautiful. Nice big inhale. Opening. Exhale to close. So take a few more of these on your very own breath. Taking them nice and slow, nice and controlled. There's a proven study out there that says doing this for just a few minutes releases endorphins, so it creates happiness. So if you can ever take a moment to kind of step away and do something like this, it's going to help create a more positive space in the mind. Nice deep breath, maybe take 1 more. And then we'll place our hands back down to the earth. So reaching back down underneath you. Hands come down to the earth. We're gonna heel toe our feet back through the center. So heel toe those feet so that the big toes are touching. You can bend your knees. And then rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Slowly, slowly, slowly growing from the earth. Rising the arms up, reaching up. Exhale to come back into heart center. Beautiful. Take a few deep breaths here. We're gonna move on into our balancing series. I hope everyone's all right. For our balancing series, we are going to balance. But if you need a wall or something to hold on to, feel free to do that just as a guide, okay? But I think you have the balance within you to find that for yourself, right? All right, so we're gonna start nice and gentle, starting with a tree pose. It only seems right as we kind of move into fall and all the leaves are falling and the trees are kind of showing us that the season is changing. So put all of your weight into your left foot. So really grounding down through that left foot, spread the toes, place it back down onto the ground. And then create a kickstand with the right leg. Maybe this is exactly as far as you want to go, or maybe you start to bring that foot a little bit higher up, just not on the knee. So finding a place that's stable, but not on the knee. And then let your arms take an expression of choice. So whatever expression your arms want to do, go ahead and do that. And then breathe. Can you find the groundedness? Yet nice and light at the top. Breathing nice and deeply. Finding that single point of focus. Nice deep breath. Exhale, we'll step down. Sway it out, let it all go. Ah, very nice. I'm seeing some beautiful trees over there. You guys are nice and stable, nice and balanced today. Loving it. We'll put all of our weight onto the right side this time. Spread the toes, place them back down onto the earth. And then shifting the weight, left leg comes to the inside of the ankle, calf, or thigh, just not on the knee. Can you stand up nice and tall through that supporting leg? Breathe. And then let your arms take another expression of choice, maybe different than the last. Breathing nice and deeply. Can you rise up? Standing up even taller than you already are. Breathing. Nice deep breaths. On the exhale, step down. Sway it out. Let it go. Very nice. We'll take one more balancing pose. You are welcome to stay just exactly where you were and continue with tree pose if you favor that one. Or we can move on into our next thing. We're gonna put all of our weight into our right foot, spread the toes, really ground down. And then we're gonna grab to the front of the left knee. Flex through that left foot. Maybe this is exactly where you want to stay. Can you make yourself grow even taller? So pushing the earth away, relaxing the shoulders away from the neck, breathing. Energy through the crown of the head. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you open the left knee up to the side and find your balance there. Your choice. So find what works for you. No more, no less. Nice deep breath. Inhale to come back through the center. Give yourself a hug. A little bit of gratitude goes a long way. Exhale, step down, sway it out. Let it all go. Very nice. We're gonna move on into the opposite side here. Good, everyone looks great. We're gonna place all of our weight into the left leg this time. Grab to the front of the right knee. Maybe this is exactly where you stay. And you grow taller, so really pushing the earth away from you, lifting up through that left hip, so not sitting into the hip, but lifting up. Open the heart, relax the shoulders. Let the energy come through the crown of the head, breathe. Nice deep breath. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you send that knee out to the side. Your choice. No more, no less. Find what works. Breathing. And you create that stability through your breath. It's very natural for us to hold the breath in balance, but really breathing helps create balance. So bringing everything back through the center, give yourself a squeeze. Exhale, step down, sway it out, let it go. Very nice, good. On the inhale, we're gonna rise our arms up to the top, reach up, look up all the way. Exhale to dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna start to make our way down to our mat. So take your time in getting down. Create that transition that works for you. We're gonna come on to tabletop. Take a moment to breathe and kind of reconnect with the earth here. Whatever you need. Good. And then we're gently either coming from tabletop or from a plank. We're gently gonna lower ourselves all the way down to the ground. So breathing at the top and then coming all the way down. Good. So coming on to the belly, we're gonna bring our hands down by our sides. So hands come down by the hips and then turn your palms to face the earth. Good. I'm just gonna sit back a little bit. There we go. Now, if you can bring your chin or your forehead to your mat, then that's awesome. Of course, if you have any lower back issues, feel free to just rest here or go to where works for you. But on the inhale, we're slowly gonna rise our hearts off of our mat. So rising the heart off of your mat, nice and gentle, relax the shoulders. Maybe the fingertips come off, maybe the toes come off, maybe the thighs come off, your choice. But we're breathing at the top, so not holding the breath. Let the back of your neck be nice and long. So instead of scrunching your neck, see if you can create that nice length in the back of your neck. And breathe here. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Turn your cheek for a rest. Woohoo! Very nice. We're going to take this one more time. Option to take any variations. So with the variations, before you rise, just make an intention to either take them or not. All or nothing, your choice. You can either clasp at the back of the lower back, clasp the hands to open the heart. You can grab onto one ankle and then another, or you can grab onto both. You just want to keep the knees into each other. So any of those variations are fine, or you can take none of them at all and just rest. Your choice. On the inhale, going to exactly where you want to go, rising, breathing. Either taking a variation or choosing to maintain where you are. Breathing. Breathing is the most important part. Everything else is just icing on the cake. So find what works. Woohoo! We're gonna take a nice big inhale. Exhale, start to make your way down nice and slowly. Take your time, turn your cheek for a rest. Very nice. We're gonna start to gently make our way onto our backs. So with the most nurturing energy that you have within you, I want you to move as though you're moving through honey, nice and slow, nice and kind to yourself. And however you can get there in the easiest way is the best, right? So trying to make things easy for ourselves. How can you make it easiest for yourself? Good, so we're on our backs. We're gonna bend our knees, let the knees go up to the sky, and then bring the sits bones close to bring the heels close to the sits bones. Place the hands into the earth. We're going to take bridge twice. Now, option to take any variations in bridge, or you can choose to hang out there the whole time. Either way, on the inhale, we'll start to rise our hips off of our mat. So gently rising, rising. So pushing the feet into the earth, shifting the weight into the shoulders, and then keep the knees parallel. So sometimes the knees like to dip in or dip out. See if you can keep them apart and parallel. And breathe here. Finding what works for you. No more, no less. And knowing that this inversion really creates more energy in the heart, kind of refreshes the heart's energy and circulation. It is in fact an inversion. We don't often think of it as one. But your heart is lower than the rest of your body, so that's what entails here. Breathing nice and deeply. On the exhale, we'll start to come down slowly to the earth. Releasing. We'll take one more bridge pose. Now, option to take any variations that you wish. Before you rise, just make the intention. We will either clasp the hands at the lower back, You can rise to the balls of your feet. You can rise 1 foot off at a time. Or if you're very inclined to go into wheel, placing the hands here beside the head and letting the elbows go up to the sky and then lifting yourself from there. But really want to create a safe pose for yourself. So we're just trying to find peace in our pose, not pressure, not strain, okay? So wherever you want to go on the inhale, starting to rise up, finding either your variation or choosing to just maintain where you are. Every little bit is enough. Remind yourself of that. Breathing nice and deeply. Find where your body wants to go. Sometimes it's just listening to where it's telling you to go. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, we'll start to lower all the way back down, nice and slowly. Take your time, 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming back down, we're going to squeeze our knees into our chest at the bottom. So rocking side to side, if that feels good for you, a little bit of massage on the lower back. Breathing. And then gently, love to create twists in the body. They always create clarity in your body. So we'll create some twists here. We'll keep the right knee in toward the chest and the left heel down to the bottom of your mat. So left leg is nice and long on your mat. Left heel is down at the bottom. Right knee is squeezed into the chest. Option to hang out here if you wish, or you can send your right knee across your center line to the left side. So right knee will go across your center line to the left, yeah? So twisting here, maybe you adjust the hips at the bottom. Good, so seeing where you can create this twist in yourself, maybe you want to open up the right shoulder a little bit more, create more of that cross body stretch. Maybe your gaze looks over the right shoulder. Now can you breathe here? Nice deep breaths as we create that clarity. Nice deep breaths. And maybe we're not just creating clarity in the body. Maybe we take it a step further and allow the mind to be clear and released here. Letting go of anything that you might be holding on to. Let it all go into the earth. Good. Whenever you're ready, starting to make your way back onto your back, unraveling, bringing the knees back into the chest, rocking side to side, letting yourself go here, releasing. And then we'll keep the left knee into the chest and the right heel down to the bottom. So right leg is nice and long on your mat, heel is flexed. Left knee is in toward the chest. Option to hang out here and stay here. That's more than enough. Or maybe you send that left knee across your center line to the right side for your twist. So if you're bringing the left knee across the center line, nice and gentle, draw it across that center line. And then maybe you feel your hips adjust at the bottom. Then let that left shoulder release even more. Kind of melting it into the earth, maybe looking over your left shoulder. Nice deep breaths here. And you let yourself release. Any little bit of tension you might be holding on to, here's a chance to really let it go. Let go through the body, let go through the mind, let go through the spirit. Breathe. Take a few more breaths here. We're going to start to unravel. Bring ourselves back onto our backs. Squeeze your knees into your chest. And And then take any last bits of movement that are speaking to you. So maybe stretching behind the legs, maybe rocking and rolling on your mat. Just taking any last bits of movement that your body wants to take. And whenever you're ready, and you've done any last bits of movement that you want, we're gonna bring our knees into our chest. Bring your chin into your chest, coming into a nice little seed of energy that you are. Give yourself a nice good embrace. And then take a nice big inhale, hold it. Exhale, release all the way down to your Shavasana, your final resting pose. So allow your legs to come nice and flat. I'm just gonna allow your legs to come nice and flat to the bottom of your mat. Allow your arms to come out by your side or wherever feels best for you. And really just allow yourself to settle in your final resting pose, your Shavasana. We take our Shavasana as a moment of reaping the benefits of our practice. So you worked really hard today on your wellness and your practice in this hour. So allowing everything you just did to just feel good in the body, yeah? Allow yourself to lie nice and flat, nice and open, nice and released. If there's anything else you're holding on to, mind, body, or spirit, take a nice deep breath. Let it all go down into the earth. And relax. 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 Come back. Gently come back into your body, wiggling your toes and fingertips. Let your breath deepen. Take a nice big stretch overhead, coming back into the room, back into your sensation. And then gently starting to make your way onto your favorite side. And stay there. Gently coming on to your favorite side. And then give yourself a nice big hug. Give yourself gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up today, for sharing energy with us, for honoring your wellness, for nurturing your practice, and for just being you. Allow that energy to go out into the world as you continue on your journey, letting gratitude be at the forefront of everything that you do and spread. Gently starting to make your way to a seated position so we can close our practice together today. Allow the energy to unite. On the inhale, let the arms rise up, up, up to the top. Exhale to come into heart center. Inhale, nice and big, nice, good energy. Exhale to come into heart center, and once more letting this nice big aura of energy come around you. Allow love and gratitude to carry you wherever you go. Draw the thumbs to the third eye, continuing to progress each and every day. Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for taking the time to practice today. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Kim from Youth Design Philly, for being a part of our practice today and for sharing the light on everything that you do through your organization. Again, all of our donations today will go straight to Youth Design Philly and all of their wonderful initiatives to make the space for youth nice and positive. So thank you all so much for being here today. I hope to see you again soon. We're here every Sunday, different cause, but same time, same place. And then, of course, if you ever want to practice with us during the week, visit twoheartsdanceandyoga.com/classes. We are always welcome to have you. And again, thank you, Kim, so much for being here. We're happy to donate to you. Wonderful.
Thank you, Leanne. Thank you so much.
I appreciate
Have a good day.
Thanks, Leanne. Great class.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Have a good Bye.
Good job, Dave.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.